Greetings, Battle Brothers. It's me, Aurelia Tempris, Defender of the Golden Throne and Servant of Humanity. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're ready for hopefully a relaxing stream. I hope it is relaxing for you, because I would like to relax. I was like, oh, I've got a stream today, and I was like, oh, and then I was like, wait, I'm painting today. It's gonna be chill. We're gonna have a very, very chill time, so I hope you guys get to relax with me. I hope, at least. I hope, because we're working on our Sanguinary Guard, and I decided I was done kit bashing, and I'm painting now. We paint. We're painting now, because I'm sick and tired of... I'm sick and tired of green stuff, so... Okay, I think... Yeah, we're good here. Hello. How's the voice? The voice is good. It was fine. It just needed rest, and I had some tea before I went to bed. Nice choice of winks. Thank you, thank you. Xepher Arcade, the sponsor for today's stream, sent them to me. I wanted to do a proper kit bash so these guys could have the wings they deserve, and they're gonna get them. So I primed them and prepped them for today. So we're gonna get them all painted. I don't think we'll be finishing, but we're gonna make strides. I'm hoping we get this done in not this stream, but I hope one more, the second stream. I hope we have it done. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. All right, get comfy in my chair. We've got stuff to paint. Oh yeah, and I have this guy primed too. So the goal is to get him pretty much in the same state as these guys. Oh no, it might be 3 streams, including this one. So, well, use Xepher Arcade if you want to get some nice new miniatures, if you're in the United States. And then I am also partnered with Element Games, if you're in the UK or Europe. Both places are great and awesome. Highly recommend if you're looking for good places to get discounts on your minis. Some mad lad today used code Aurelia. Use my code, please. Used my code to buy like a ton of guard stuff. Mad lad. Xepher Arcade reached out to me. They're like, holy cow, did you see that order? And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Who is calling me? It's a suspected spam call. Hello? Guys, they're gonna connect me to a representative. And they called me earlier today. Anyways, we have the hands, we have the minis, we have the paints. Which decided to stop showing me chats because it's silly. There we go. Now I can see chat. Why answer? Because I can, and I'm not gonna say my name. If they're like, hey, is this Aurelia? I'll be like, what do you need? And then I'll probably mute myself. Ask them if they can connect you to the Emperor. That's a great way to get off their list. This is true. This is very true. I gotta make sure I have these sorted properly. Make sure they're not the same. Yeah, okay, these go together. I don't wanna... These go together. And... No, just making sure they're not the same side. That would really suck. So, good, good, good. Your VTuber model looks eerily similar to Sanguinary Guard. Well, I'm not, but I do guard Sanguinius's heart. It's not Sanguinary. We'll probably start with this guy, because we've got the most work to do on him. But he's gonna look fabulous by the time we're done. Closer to what these guys will look like. And then we've got another pauldron to do. We've got jump packs. I'd like to get all the colors, the base colors done. That's the goal for today. All the base colors. Fingers crossed. Would there ever be a chance to do a community night where we get in line and fight with our armies? Like, I play with chat? Probably not, because do you know how long, like, a game takes? Forever? Even, like, kill teams. Even kill teams, like, those take a little bit. So probably, I would probably play with my friends, like my other streamer friends, but probably not with chat, unfortunately. It's just not really a conducive... Don't kill teams take an hour, but yeah, think about how many games I can get in. 3 to 4, maybe, and that's like... That's if we keep it snappy. Games with 5-point armies, we're just doing a, like, hey, can you shoot each other across the space? As fun as that would be, probably not. Full games take a full stream. Oh, and longer. Have you seen my games with my friend Froggy? Brothers, they take forever, and I die on the inside every time I play. I die every time. I wish it wasn't the case, but I do. It is... At a certain point, it stops being fun. I won't lie, I stop having fun because it takes so long. There's also... So, part of it is also that I was in a family that... Our rule was, when you're playing a board game, if there's a pause, you're the cause. So you can imagine how I generally feel when I am playing games with people. It doesn't matter who it is. I generally am like, okay, you think about your turn, you strategize. Obviously, you're allowed to change what you're gonna do and take time to think about it if someone does something you don't expect, but so, sorry, I got distracted by something. So, I generally get annoyed when people take a while for their turns. Hang on. What command are you guys trying to use? I don't think I have... My other commands are working, so I don't know what you're trying to do. Hang on. 1 second. Oh, you want to do it in the Twitch side. Most of the commands work only on Twitch. There you guys go. Sorry, YouTube. I didn't have it set up for the YouTube command. Usually people don't use them on YouTube, but I'll fix that. Yeah. Taking a while for their turn or taking a while to start their turn? Yes. It's also hard when you're streaming because you're also reading chat. So not only are you trying to be playing your game competitively or trying to make your turn happen, you're reading chat. And that takes up your time and your focus and attention. So, oh, did I put it in the wrong pile? I did. Oh well, it's dried out, so it's not a big deal. Getting my wet palette ready. Are you excited for Space King 5? Oh, when is that coming out? When is that coming out? I have not been on the internet much today. But I would like to know when it comes out. Because we'll watch that. Soon-ish. Hey, Tundra, did you see my response on YouTube? I did respond to your message. Did you not see it? Okay, we're going to mix this up. Oh yeah, the new Hunter the Parenting came out. Ah, Grimmel's gonna die. I can't wait to watch the Grimmel kill cam. Well, Tundra, I would take a look on YouTube to see what I said. But I wouldn't... this is not the forum in which to ask the question, but the post that you asked, that was that is appropriate. Man, we got a lot of stuff we gotta watch. We'll watch him next. Well, we'll watch Hunter the Parenting next week. The Grimmel kill cam. I'm so excited. Okay. And we're gonna get my nice zoomed in. All right. What is your deal? What is this camera's deal? Okay, so apparently every time I have this camera, I have to adjust a setting. And when I say adjust a setting, I mean adjust the setting. It means go from default to custom and then back to default and then press OK. And then it'll stop breaking. That's so weird because it's fine now. Okay, whatever. It works. It works now, but that's irritating that I have to do that. Okay. Very nice STL. I just got a 3D printer and will love printing it. Yay! Yay, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I was very excited to get that commissioned. Actually, I should tuck myself into the quarter a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay. This boy is also going to be painted in the same gold as the other one. This is Retributor armor. But he's gonna have a different wash, so he's gonna look a little bit reddish in color. Okay. Let me know if I ever get weird in the camera, like I get out of the range of the camera. I've been known to do that on accident. The sacred right of turning it on and off again. Yeah, that's how it goes for me. Welcome in, Fadingly. Good to see you. Welcome in. I hope you're having a swell day. I hope you're painting some minis while I'm working on my minis. This is the perfect time to make a dent in your pile of shame. This is the time to do it. Everyone's relaxing. It's a chill vibes. I heard Slime Marbo. Yeah, that's one of the Twitch redeems that we have. Okay.
It is the Bane Blade!
Aurelia's one... Oh, you're gonna be doing a Kitbash winged model in my honor. Oh, that's so sweet of you. But that's an expensive set of models because the prosecutor wings come in a pack of 3. I'm flattered, but that's kind of expensive, brother. You do not need to do that. You should do a project because it's fun. You don't have to do it in my honor or anything, but that's very flattering. I appreciate it. Tucked up in there. Hello, hello. Ugh. I'm making Kitbash Radiant Sun Orc Biker. Oh yes, I saw that. I saw it. I didn't respond to it, but I did see your post with them. It looks really cool. It looks really cool. It's very creative. Gandora, thank you so much for subscribing. Excuse me, did you just ask how old I was? Excuse me, sir, I'll have you know, that's a very rude question. Should not ask ladies how old they are. Wow. Oh. Why is everyone going around sharing my age? So rude. So rude. Chainsword or bolt pistol chainsword? I think you were asking what I would pick, right? That's what I thought you were asking. That's how I answered it. Like if there are two weapons on the table, I'm picking the chainsword. Could you elaborate? Brrr. Chainsword go brrr. I love glorious melee. I love the feeling. I love the feeling of blood on my face and the chainsword in my hand and looking your enemy in the eye as they die. Although I do recognize that there is a time and place for a good sniper shot. Why am I focused on the comments when I should be focused on the painting? Welcome to my life, brother. I will sometimes get caught reading comments. I'm like, dang it, I gotta make progress on my painting. So we're gonna give his gun a gold handle here. This arm right here, was one of the custom, like not custom, 3D printed bits that I got from Last Hope Miniatures. I'm partnered with them. Use discount code Aurelia for 40% off. Also, they have these really nice brushes. I'm using their brushes, real nice. This is like the perfect plasma gun. This is like a Blood Angels piece, and it's got lovely little wing on it. Oh, it looks so slick, guys. I like that he has a bunch of different little bits you can get. And I highly recommend it. I haven't made a post on the Discord yet, so I apologize for that. My mods are gonna be yelling at me. And I haven't done it yet, but these will be perfect for the mini painting competition that we're having for the next 2 months. So, you know, maybe look into it. Oh yeah, he partnered with Golden Maple. These are really nice brushes. I am a huge fan, so highly recommend the brushes. Highly recommend him as a printer. He prints my Aurelia mini, and he's just cool in general. Me such a flashy looking gun. I love it. Normally I do the guns in black and silver, but this gun looks so cool with the little wing. Like, I have to do it in gold. Like, it's just gonna look so nice. And it works out. This particular member of the Sanguinary Guard, he's got a lot of drip. He's got a lot of drip, gentlemen. Check that out. Check it. Where can I see that Aurelia mini? Moz, can you drop the mini link? There's 2 ways you can get it. You can either get it 3D printed, or you can 3D print it yourself, and there's an option for that as well. I prefer the gold on the bolters too. It's really nice. Thank you, Mods. I accidentally just smeared all my stuff. Hang on, we're just gonna clean that really fast. But the gold just pops. I actually looked, someone recommended I look at, someone on Instagram did iron hands, but they did them in a gold, and it looks really nice because they didn't go really hard on the gold. It's really antique looking and not very flashy, and it looks really sharp. I was quite impressed by it. So this is just a plasma gun, so not a bolter, but we're gonna make it look nice. Alright guys, I have to tell you like a conundrum that I have. So I was talking to someone today who saw me with my Warhammer backpack that I have from Starforged. And they're like, wow, I really like your backpack. It looks super cool. I'm like, oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you. And they were like, what is that from? Like, I feel like I recognize it. I'm like, oh, it's from Warhammer. They're like, oh man, I wanna get into Warhammer. I'm like, oh yeah. And they're talking about like, I just have a hard time. Like, I want to get into the lore, but sometimes there's like I'll watch videos and it's just a lot going on, and it's hard for me to like figure out what's happening because there's so much going on. I was like, oh yeah, like, you know, like this was like my friend's like boyfriend or something. And I was like, oh yeah, I mean, I know a thing or two. Like, I'm happy to give you recommendations if you want them. Like, have her text me, whatever. But like, I'm so torn because I want to give people good recommendations for videos. And obviously if he wants them, I'll give them to him. But I'm so worried that if I tell someone I know more about like Warhammer, that they might accidentally find me. And he doesn't seem like the kind of guy that's into VTubers, so I could probably get away with it. But all it would take is he clicks on a video and he's like, hey, this sounds like your friend. Can you, like, listen to this? Is this your friend? So I'm like, that's the struggle I have. Like, well, I want to tell people about Warhammer, but I can't, like, be too excited about telling them on the off chance that they figure out how much I'm doing that. Ugh. Anyways, that's what I got going on. That's what you get for going outside and talking to people. Dang it. Why did I ever think I could be a normal functioning member of society? I'll think twice before going outside next time. Weird angle. Weird angle right here. Okay. I suppose on some note, Aurelia, people do sound similar to each other. There's 8 billion of us. You can play it off as that's not you. Yeah, that's true. But my friend, we've been friends for a while. So she'd be like, she'd look at me in the face. She'd be like, you mentioned that thing about, you know, Warhammer the other day. And that sounds very much like you. I know you very well. Why are you lying? It would be hard for me to get away with it. I might put this guy down in a second, let some of this dry. So I don't smudge it. Oh, sorry, my finger is in the way of the camera. These little sections under the pauldron are a little annoying to get at, but don't worry, we're getting them, chat. Today's color is gold. Every day is gold. What are you talking about? It's all about the gold all the time. When you're a Custodes, it's all about that gold. Gold, gold, gold. And for the most part, I do just paint golden minis. My Custodes are golds. My Sanguinary Guard, obviously, are going to be gold. My Radiant Suns, which I haven't painted any of them yet. They are red with a lot of gold. So, you know, I'm kind of... I know what I like, chat. I would have painted my Dante gold, but I ripped off his arm to put on this guy. Well, I ripped off his hand. Wait, did I rip off? Did I rip off his arm or did I just rip off his hand? I don't remember what part I ripped off. I think I ripped off his arm. Gold! It is Dante's axe, I knew it. Yeah, I didn't want to go buy a whole kit of pieces because this guy wields an axe, and I'm like, well, I only have one axe, and I don't want to buy another set of 3D printed stuff. Which I will say, I got some of these pauldrons for free, but I didn't want to ask for too much because I was already getting a bunch of pauldrons for free and like some heads and like an arm. He like, Last Hope Miniatures, he gave them to me for free because I told him I was doing it for a stream. So, but I didn't want to ask for too much, so I just chopped off Dante's hand. Sorry, Dante. We're making sure he gets a rest. But we had to make it look convincing. So I had to take his hand. So now he can take a break. You know, while he waits for the prosthetic. What do you guys like? Do you like my plan? I love gold. The taste of it, the smell of the texture, the taste? What? The man hasn't suffered enough? No, 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 no. See, we're gonna have him, like, take a break. He gets to rest because he's missing a hand. You guys are not seeing the big picture here. You're missing the big picture, brothers. We have this really thin section I've got to paint gold, which is fun, I guess. This pauldron, so there's... The feathers are going to be white, the gem obviously red. But those sections are raised. So I need to do gold. I don't need to, but I'm going to do gold underneath it. Don't want to get it too messy. There we go. Why did you take his hand? Now he's gonna have the best prosthetic ever, probably made by Call himself. He's never gonna he's never gonna be able to lose ever again and never gonna rest. No, no, like you oh, that's not the color I want. I thought that was a drop of water. Hang on one second. No, 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 don't worry. I thought about it. It's okay. The recovery time will take, like, really long. So he'll get a nice, long break. It'll be good for him. He's suffering from burnout, and you just need a bit of a break. Now I've got to get this really tiny gap between the feathers here without messing up the whole thing. And get underneath for now. What if Dante just becomes a dreadnought now that you took his hand? That's not gonna happen. That's not worth making him a dreadnought for. Do I have a 0? Do I have a 0 here? Yes, I do. I like the golden gloves. Thank you. Thank you. Helps me not get my oils on this. This is gonna be... Oh, sorry. Probably gonna get a little bit of red on this gold. Blah, blah, blah. I'm probably gonna get a little gold on this gem here and on the feathers, but getting between the feathers is really gonna make the top so nice and good, because we're probably not gonna do a second coat between the feathers. It's a little too annoying. Brush. Go. Wet again. Let's hope Dante doesn't end up as a dread. You know, I'll advocate for him. I'll advocate that he is served long enough. We will miss him, but don't worry, I'll advocate for him. I love my sons. There we go. Check that. Oh. Back to the other brush. There it is. I was like, where'd it go? We're almost done doing all the gold on this bad boy. Gold here. And we're just gonna do this whole part gold, even though I'm gonna go back over it and do some feathers here. Grooves here, and then we're gonna set this down and let the paint dry. We'll probably need a second coat for some areas. Oh, I didn't get this little gap. Cool. Okay, there we go. Set him down. Do you normally prime coat then start raw dog? What do you mean start raw dog? What a weird thing to say. Yes, I prime these first. If that's what you're asking, I prime them. What the heck? I have never heard anybody talk about it like that. What about me being a Yapstodes? Why am I a Yapstodes? Tell me. Why? What do you mean? I want to know the context of whatever you, like, why you're saying that. We're gonna get some more golds. This one. Ooh. More gold, because we're going to do some bits on the wings, and 2 of these jump packs are going to be gold. Okay. Ugh. Oh. I am supposed to have that on screen. I forgot. That was it. That's it. Need a tiny bit of water. There we go. All right, so question for you guys. We have 3 boys here that we're painting. We've got our Tech Marine-S guy. We've got our kind of our classic boy. And then we've got a very ornate boy. Now, I have 2 variations of a jump pack. We have the classic jump pack where the wings, don't take the wings into consideration. The wings will be the same. So I have classic standard jump pack here, or I cut these off before I realized I wanted to change my mind. But we also have one of these, so 2 standard jump packs, and then one that I modified a little bit, so it has a bit of a different style. Which one should go with the boys? Should the Tech Marine should the Tech Marine have the different shaped wings? Or should, like, our ornate boy be like that? What are we thinking? I feel like this guy should have a regular jump pack. But I wanted your guys' thoughts on... The modified one should go to whoever's leading. I like the modified one, the ornate boy. I've got a couple with ornates. This is he's not really a Tech Marine, but he's the most techie. He's the leader. He's the leader. But the ornate boy... Can we do a vote? Sure. Sure, mods, make a poll, please. I'll make one on YouTube. Okay. Modified jump pack where? Leader, ornate. Start poll. All right, it's on YouTube now. And then I'll go put one up here. Mods, are one of you guys making the poll, or do you want me? Or am I making the poll? Because I can do that. No, I'm working on it on Twitch. Oh, they got it. They got it. They got it. Thanks, Shadow. It takes me a second to type things up because I have this hand and it has like paint on it. Okay, we'll wait then at minimum. So this one's gonna get painted the same shade of gold anyway, so we'll just start painting this. Oh, that had paint on it. Oops. Make the poll perfectly even. I mean, I'm torn because I think the ornate boy would look good with this, but I could see it going either way, which is why I'm asking for opinions. Dang it, that's too much water. Sure, can I? That's better. Okay, once the poll ends on Twitch, I'll close it on YouTube. Yeah, we'll definitely need more than one coat for the axe. I'm just kind of I'm just slapping color on. Set that there, grab the other one. Get your votes in. Vote, 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 vote. Sorry. Kittens. Forgive, I'm going kind of fast. Not really holding it in the best angle underneath the camera, just trying to... I don't need to be super detailed for the packs. You're really not going to see... I mean, you'll see parts of them, but... the wings are what is going to grab everybody's attention. Infinite Freedom, thank you so much for the gift sub. I appreciate it, man. Okay. And then now, we have 2 sets of wings in this gold. Go over here with your sword and your pauldron. Dry. This guy's drying, and then this. These 2 are gold. Okay. Okay. Got to get these wings all nice and purty. I ended up working on trimming these off stream because I was like, this will be so much faster if I just do it ahead of time than trying to do it later. Because then I can get them primed and then they can be ready to go for stream. I'm really glad I worked on them. I was done kit bashing. I was like, it's time. I just want to paint. I want to relax. I want to make some visible progress. I want to look at the minis and be like, man, they are so close to being done. It makes me feel good when I see that they're close to being done. I'm like, okay, this is how many streams until I can work on the next project. I don't have fatigue for this project. Not yet. Well, I had fatigue for the kit bashing part. I was getting a little fed up, if I'm being honest. I was like, this is no longer exciting to me. Are those golden gloves? Yeah, they are. One of my mods suggested I do them. Okay, so modified jump pack wear. Twitch said, let me end the poll here. Let's see. End poll. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Let me see the poll. Okay, so Twitch said it should go to the ornate guy. 20 votes there. 15 votes for the leader. There were 19 votes on YouTube. Oh gosh, what a weird number. 1 second. I've got to do math really fast. Oh, that's my clock. So then we have 12 votes for leader and 7 votes. Oh my gosh, it's a tie. So 12 votes for leader on YouTube, 7 for ornate. That puts us at 27. An accidental tie. Dang. Dang. Is John Arcade here? Is John Zephyr here? He usually pops in when he has a sponsored stream. Is he here? John Zephyr, we need you. I mean, it's okay if we don't decide today because maybe we'll do the wash at the very end. We don't have to decide right away. And if we want to put it off, we can wait until next stream. We can do the wings today, pretty much. Yeah, you guys perfectly tied it. I am impressed. Good job. Good job. That's really hard to do on YouTube, because YouTube doesn't tell you how many votes until the very end. It doesn't say how many people voted. Wow, I'm impressed, guys. Well done. Wow. You guys are professionals. Do we like? Do we like? Look at that. Looking pretty pimp, yep. I met John Zephyr. He was on his knees begging me to buy the Votan big box at Offkai. I'm not surprised. Oh yeah, that's right. They were, I think they were they one of the sponsors at Offkai? Or did they just attend? I feel like I saw somewhere that they were a sponsor, but that could have just been for Adepticon. But I want to say thank you guys for those of you who do buy your miniatures with my code. I think Zephyr Arcade is very happy to have me as a partner. Because they let me know when the big orders come in, and I think they're surprised every time. So, you know, if you go to Zephyr Arcade, by the way, they're very nice people. And it's not just because they're paying me and giving me minis. They're really nice, so highly recommend them because they're just really nice people in general. So yeah, you use code Aurelia because they'll keep sending me minis to paint. And I'm tempted to get the new Baneblade, but I heard that they increased the price but removed a bunch of extra stuff and put them in another kit that you have to buy separately, which in my opinion is scummy as heck. That's so scummy. I think that's really stupid. There you go. There's my GW slander for the week. I think the new Baneblade is just the old blade and Baneblade in just 2 boxes. Yeah. But they increased the price and made, you know, and they didn't even include everything. If it was like, oh, it's the Baneblade, but we slightly modified the design so we have like new molds and everything, and we increased the price, like I kind of get that, but you're not even getting the same stuff for a higher price, which is stupid. Oh, sorry guys. Boom. The drip is immaculate, brothers. I'm so excited for these wings. I was thinking about how I wanted to paint them this week. What do you guys think? So I'm torn because usually when something is really high heat, you know, the flames are blue. But I feel like I want to make these wings be like orange and red, or like a white and like a light yellow. And I'm so torn because I feel like the blue just doesn't fit with the whole vibe because they're already gold and red. But I want your guys' thoughts because, you know, I could change my mind, but I really like the warmer color palette for these guys. Like, that's what my brain is telling me, but I don't know if that's the best idea. Dude, that's too watery. different ones. Keep them separate. I washed shaded mine with Apothecary White. It's a very light blue contrast. Red and yellow will bleed with the gold. Aurelia hair colored flames, like just orange? Because I was thinking about doing like an orange to red. That's what I was thinking. Or doing like a light yellow and doing white, like a little white wash. But add a tint of orange to the tips. I could see that. I could see that. Hello, Chroma. Good to see you. This bad boy painted. We have another one to do. I love the painting. Building is great, but I've fallen in love with painting very slowly over time. It's actually quite relaxing watching you do this. Oh, nice. I didn't even see your message until I looked up. I have fallen in love with some of these projects that I've done. But catch me in like 2 to 3 streams where I'm like, I hate having to do all the freaking details. Like, the basing is a bit comforting, but I'm preparing for when I don't enjoy this, when I have all the little highlights to do. It'll look good at the end, but I'll be annoyed, I think. I think I'll be a little bit annoyed. My wet palette is drying up pretty fast today. I don't know what the deal is. Okay. I want to try Warhammer painting. I do Gunpla, so should I go for a tank since it will be more familiar? Yeah, if you think it'll be more familiar, I would say do something you think you'll enjoy. Don't get like Space Marines if you're like, that's what I feel like I should do. If you think you're like, oh, it's gonna be similar to your Gunpla stuff, go for it. I've not done any Gunpla, so I can't speak to that, but if you think you'll enjoy it, then I would go with that. Wait, you have hands? What an incredible discovery. Yes, I have hands. I do. Yep. They work very well for me. Top section. I think I am getting better at keeping the mini under the camera. At least these pieces are a bit easier because I don't have to do the fine detail work yet. Eventually. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Mateo. Do you have an army? If so, which factions are you interested in the most? Oh yeah, Custodes. I'm in the middle of painting them, so it's not like I have a finished army, but it's in process. Yep, the Banana Boys are my absolute favorite. I love that faction. This...
I want to poop the snow.
Okay. There we go. Here's the set. Here's the set so far. We gotta do a wash on it later, so let those dry. And we have another one. Because two of the guys are painted the same base gold. How expensive was the army? I don't know. It consists, I forget how many points it is, but it consists of a combat patrol, 3 bikes, an extra unit of wardens, an extra unit of Aloris Terminators, a Blade Champion. No, I think the Blade Champion actually comes in the combat patrol. One unit, Sisters of Silence. You'd have to do the math on like what it cost in total, because I don't know off the top of my head. And then, what am I missing? A shield captain, I think. Yeah, it's better that you don't think about the cost. Your wallet will be happier if you don't think about it. But I need to finish painting it. I gotta work on that. But, like, how do I focus on painting that when I have so many cool minis that Zephyr Arcade sends me? I have so much fun painting those. Too many minis, not enough time. I will say, people generally have more time than they think they do, generally because sometimes we're on the internet too much, myself included. But I do generally agree that sometimes there's just not enough time. But I should finish it. I just need to set aside time for streams to do it. Because that's generally the time I have. You know, I'm busy working for the Emperor, and he takes a lot of my time, so, you know, he's a very demanding guy, but, you know, it's understandable. He is the ruler of humanity. He's got a lot on his plate. So I don't usually have time, because I work on other streaming related things during the day. I don't generally make the time to work on my minis. I did have time to prep the wings and get them ready to go, but all in all, I only spent like 30 minutes getting them ready to to go cutting them up and then sanding and polishing. Not polishing, priming. I appreciate the ruler of humanity, but I'd love to meet the ruler of humanity. That's not what I was expecting to see, but I am now curious. I am now very curious. Okay. One. We have one more left. Ah. I see some Stormcast pieces for the Kitbash. Yes. This is the only way we can redeem the poor decision GW made for the wings on the current batch of Sanguinary Guard. Which, like, if you think about it, I don't know why they did the Sanguinary Guard the way they did. When they first came out, I was like, yeah, that clearly doesn't look as good as the old ones. But if you look at regular, like, Assault or Jump Pack Marines, you can barely tell the difference. You can barely tell the difference. Even their jump packs have these little flaps. Are they shaped like wings? No. But you can't say, oh, well, it just seems like a really poor excuse. They're supposed to be distinguished. They're supposed to look different, and they don't. Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, I don't know why they made that choice. And I don't know where I heard it, but like somewhere I heard, because we usually refer to the designers of AOS loving Age of Sigmar in the old world. It's like, oh man, like there's a different team. Apparently there aren't separate teams when it comes to the miniatures. The designers will work on several projects. Anyways. Give me my ornate boys. Warhammer is supposed to be ornate and gothic. Alright, one last section here. We're gonna need more gold because I gotta do a second coat on the jump pack parts. But I gotta finish the coat before we even get to a second coat. And I really like this. Question, since I'm new to the mini painting hobby, is the glove to avoid smearing paint? No, because even if I grab the wet paint with the glove, it'll still smear it. It's just so that the oils of my hand don't take off the paint. Because there's times I've gripped the mini and I accidentally take off the primer or the part that I've already painted. It still might do that, but the oils on my hand make it easier for that to happen. So this is just to avoid that. It's not a perfect solution. I've tried using, there's little stands you can get that hold your mini. I don't like them. I need to touch the mini so I can be one with the mini, so then I can paint it to the best of my ability. Otherwise, I have a hard time getting the angles I like when I have to turn it on a thing. Whereas, like, I have a hand that just does it. I have a hand that does exactly what I want it to do when I think about it. So it is superior in every way. Check. Make sure to... To go together. Do you varnish to protect the paint? I've not varnished any of my minis before. But they just live at my house. They don't go anywhere. They're grounded. Mainly because I don't go out to game stores and play. Don't play in person. Is what it is. Okay. Boom. Gold. Set those over there. I need more. Ugh. Man, we've already been here for an hour. Wow, time flies. Time flies when you're having fun. I've not stripped paint off minis, but I'm sure... Alright, 1 second, chat. You guys get to admire this while I fiddle with the other camera that's now being a butt. Okay, this one's fine. Okay. Here, you get to look at my paint pot while I fix whatever's going on here. Why is it doing this? That's weird. Pardon? It's being weird. That's not going to show up right. Why? 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 Okay, well, let it sit for a second. I need more paint anyways. So, we'll do this. You guys don't need to see me mix my paint. Got that sucker watered down. We'll do this. Should probably pull out the other brush. I think it's a little thick. It's a bit thick like me. I'm quite dumb. Share paint here. What gold am I using today? What kind of question is that? I'm using the only gold, the best gold to ever exist. It's called Retributor Armor, my absolute favorite shade of gold ever. It is fantastic. Don't ever question what shade of gold I use ever again, because it's always this one, for the most part. There are some projects I use a slightly different shade, but if I'm basing something in gold, you bet your bottom dollar that I'm doing it in Retributor Armor. That's how it is. Got those. I've got to... They're almost done. I still need to do some more coats. Find Aurelia. Find someone who speaks to you the way Aurelia speaks to Retributor armor. I do sound very silly when I say it like that, but that's okay. We're gonna do some touch-ups on this boy because there are some sections that I accidentally got red on, like his ankle here. We're gonna fix that. And then the front of his boot, I think I rubbed against a bit. I think if there are any other sections I needed to get at. No, I think I got most of the ones on this. Oh, that's right. The areas behind the knee pad. Yeah, you guys can't see it. Little section. There we go. Okay. How soon until Zephyr sends more Retributor armor? Oh. My tracking die? Bro, what's happening? That was weird. You guys see how it was like moving? It lagged. It's never done that. It was catching up. It did all the things I did. That was weird. I've never had that before. The machine spirit seems to be angry with me today. It did it again. Is the camera happy now? No, it's still... What is going on? I guess we're staying with close-up view today, guys. I don't know why the big camera's being weird. But good news is we really only need this. It's doing it again. I mean, I was also looking at the other screen and away from the phone, so that could have been it, but... Yeah, that's a first. Odd. What am I doing? Ah, second coat for this guy. Go. Sometimes I can do the first layer really well. I don't need a second coat, but this one is just a little off. This second coat will give it that nice, beautiful gold. Oh, sorry guys, sorry. My bad. Guys, make sure you're getting good sleep. Don't use me as an example when it comes to sleep. Get your rest, please. Please get your rest. And get this in his inner thigh here. Oh, that. I did get what I could here. It's kind of a hard gap to get in. We can try. Probably good enough. Some of these gaps are really hard to get at when your mini's already assembled. You paint them beforehand, which you totally can. It's just a little making it consistent with all the shading and the different shadows is a little difficult. I've never done it that way, but you definitely could if you wanted to. Yeah, this gold's already looking better after the second coat. Looking much, much better. Gaps here. Gap here, I didn't get left. Fix that. Excuse me, camera. There we go. Like, no, I do not want to focus. I do not want to be focused on the right thing. I think your desk is very interesting, not really the mini you're working on. Oh no. I really like this pauldron. It's so pretty. Trying to decide so you guys can see here, there's like a little gap right here. I don't know what color I should make that. This is our ornate guy. I don't know if we should make it red or if we should do like a light gold or something similar. What do you guys think? I like that desk. It's a nice desk. Thank you. It has a marble tile on top of it. Red? You go red? Okay. Red. Okay. It feels like I mentioned it for like 2 seconds and everyone's like red, red, red. Here, I'm gonna take a quick sip really fast. The tabard, like his little cloak piece here is gonna be red. The gems are gonna be red. Yeah. Yes, that's a plasma pistol. This is one of the 3D printed bits that I got from Last Hope Miniatures. Oh, I didn't paint the gold of the wings here. Gotta get on that. here. Really like this print. It's really clean too. Like if you look at it really closely, you can tell it was 3D printed. But like, can you guys tell, like, I don't know. Can you guys tell that's 3D printed just by looking at it as it is right now? Or no, not so much? Not really. It's, dude, it's super good. It's a really good print. Little tiny. That. I think I got. Actually, I don't think I shield here. Shield got a second. No, it didn't. Oh, now. Oh, shoot, I missed a section. Little gap right here on the shield. You guys can't see it when I paint it, but trust me, it was there. Sorry, I had to lock in on a detail for a second there. Okay. If I get this arm, I think I will just over it. Do you paint the spots that you know will eventually be covered up by other pieces? It depends. I do. Okay, I will say this gap here. Come on, camera. So there's a gap here that the jump pack is basically going to cover. Just because of how it sits, and that the wings are going to go basically in this little gap here. So yes, I paint it, but it's just because at a possible angle you might see that it's unpainted. That's why I paint it. Also, guys, here's the concept. One second. I'm gonna tuck this in here. There we go. That's the vibe. So, what color will I make the plasma pistol? Probably blue. Probably that light blue. Wiggle. I don't want to use this brush too much. I really like it, but I don't want to use it and like wreck it. Like, I don't want to ruin it. I like it too much. Let me go back to the jump packs here. Okay. Ugh. And I've got some crusty stuff in the cracks. We're gonna get this. Have you ever gotten annoyed while painting and ended up changing the design? No. I'm sure that would happen eventually. I mean, I guess perhaps I got annoyed because I was irritated with kit bashing, so I decided to do less work than I initially thought I would do. But, I mean, I guess technically the answer would be yes, but not painting. Get out of here. But no, most of the time I know what the design is, I know what I want. It generally involves gold, so I don't usually have any issues. Well, that's not great, but the paint was getting gummed up in this little section. It did pull up some of the primer, but that's okay. There's just these two tiny sections. Ugh. Oh, Maxwell. Oh my gosh. Bruh. Huh? What? Thank you so much, Maxwell, for the 50 gift subs on YouTube. Holy moly. Holy moly, Mad Lad, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, thank you. What's the occasion? We're just painting minis today. We're just painting minis. What's up with that? Holy cow, thank you, man. If you just got a gift sub, please say thank you. Wow, I like looked over and I was like, oh, gift subs. Then I was like, wait a second. Huh? Thank you, bro. Holy moly. You're very generous. I appreciate it. Wait, out, man. The paint is just drying up today, boys. The palette is wet. I have wet it several times. Oh. Yeah, please say thank you. Oh my gosh. The bash is being kitted. Yes, indeed. It is. Dude. The paint desires to evaporate today. There we go. For all the fun content. Well, I appreciate it, man. That was incredibly kind of you. I mean, you know this, but you did not have to do that, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Wow. Wow. Can I get more gold? Not too much. I don't think we need too much more. Yes, be financially responsible. Remember, you're supposed to give your money to the Emperor. Just keep that in mind. Your money's supposed to go to the Emperor. Wow. Wait, that was a lot of paint. More paint than I wanted. I accidentally broke it. I gripped it in the wrong spot. It's not a dono, it's a tithe. You're right. You're right. Dude, how did I have this? Yeah, it'll be fixed. Sorry, you missed the gluing. Okay. Don't grab it there, Aurelia. Don't be stupid. Don't grab that one. Okay. Now stop touching it. Let it sit. We're working on this guy. Yeah, the jump pack definitely needs a second layer. It is looking very patchy in some sections. This side. All right, that's there. I look over and I swear my model was like glitching again. But I have no idea if that's actually the case or if I'm just going crazy now. Now I'm not sure. Okay. Let's do a quick... The large sections will just get a nice extra coat. We're not going to go super detailed. We're just going to be quick. Oh, sorry, chat. I'll go back with a thinner brush and get the little tails. It's a minor improvement, but an improvement nonetheless. Go. Boom. Holy smokes, is that Warhammer? John Zephyr, we have a question for you. I knew you would show up. You always show up for the sponsored streams. Guys, that's John Zephyr right there. He's the guy who sent me these wonderful minis for me to kitbash. So, you know, you should go to his store and buy more Warhammer. Buy more Warhammer from him using code Aurelia. because then I get to do more fun projects like this. So, we have a question for you. Let me finish this other wing, and then I will ask you the question. I'll ask it in but a moment. I want to get this done. What did I do? No, you did nothing. You did nothing wrong. But I had a question for chat, and we did a poll, but the poll resulted in a tie. Like, between YouTube and Twitch. It was amazing. It just happened to be a tie. Surprising. So we wanted to ask your opinion on something. And I will hear in just a moment. Okay. Don't do a little. Doop. 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 Did I get enough? Doop. 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 Okay, question time. Now, I have some jump packs. Now, I made a mistake early on and I cut off these little flaps. I shouldn't have, but I did. So I have one jump pack that I've modified to still, like, look as cool as I, like, think it can be. So, come on, camera. So, here's what it looks like. Okay. Now, we have two dudes. We have our leader bro, who's very techie. Do we give him this jump pack? The other option is like normal standard guy. Or do we give it to this guy who has more ornate armor? What do you think? What do you think? Ornate guy should get the fun jetpack, or leader guy should get the fun jump pack? The first one, leader guy? Okay. He has spoken, chat. He has spoken. He has spoken. Alright. Thank you. That's what we needed. That's all I wanted to hear. Yep, he was our tiebreaker, and he has spoken. Get these pretty much dried. Is this? I thought chat was fighting for your next build. No, we're building the Dreadnought. We're doing the Dreadnought. They're not fighting over that. Unless you have ideas. Unless you have other ideas. $20 Bane Blades? I don't even know how much this new Bane Blade costs, and I'm afraid to ask, honestly. It fell apart again! No! Alright, I gotta really sit here and hold it in place then. Unfortunately, like, we've painted part of it, which makes it difficult for it to stay. Okay, we're gonna sit here. I heard that they removed the whole sprue. I was telling chat that that was really stupid. Oh, and Dio, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for thanking Maxwell for the gift sub. Yeah, the sprue being online only. I didn't know about that. That's wild. That's so dumb. I mean, I'm sure most people build like just your standard Baneblade, but what? We still do the 15% discount with code Aurelia? Yeah, use code Aurelia, guys. Yeah, you have to pay for the sprue in a separate upgrade kit. I think that's so dumb. You're paying more for the Baneblade to begin with, and you don't even get that sprue, and you have to buy it, so you're paying even more. It's dumb. It's dumb. There's my GW slander. You can't say I don't say bad things about GW because I said it just now. That's stupid. They're dumb. Why would they do that? Just GW things? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Cannot get this thing back on. No. I might need to super glue it at this point. I was trying to use the plastic glue, but it's... If it falls off again, we're gluing that with super glue. I'm not dealing with that again. Alright, is that the shade of gold? Is that... Yeah, that looks pretty even to me. Yeah, green stuff, the solid green stuff is stupid. Stupid. He's pretty good. No, I know plastic glue doesn't work with paint. I was applying the glue to the unpainted section because I glued it prior to priming it. So there was a part that didn't have paint on it. So I was trying to do that to the two sections that didn't have paint on it, but it wasn't working. Okay. Oh, I didn't do the wings on that guy. I keep saying it. I was like, I need to do the wings. I need to do the wings. We're gonna do the wings right now. The wings on his Blood Angel's Cauldron. They're looking super good so far. Thank you, thank you. We haven't done shaders or anything yet, so, you know, I'm hoping... sorry, we haven't even done washes or anything shading, so I'm hoping it only gets better from here. Well, actually, question, guys, should I make his pauldron red too? Since you guys said this should be red, so I should just make his pauldron red as well, right? Yeah, the dreadnought would be nice, please. I imagine we'll be done with this in 2 to 3 weeks. I think we'll need 2 more streams after this one to finish these boys. I'm gonna need to go outside at some point and airbrush their bases so they can match my custody bases. Because these boys are stationed in the Imperial Palace. They're my bodyguards. I had a moment, like, just now where I freaked out. I'm like, wait a second. Why am I painting the gold for the Blood Angels, like the wings gold on the Blood Angel symbol? Why am I doing that? I'm like, wait, hold on, you're okay. It's because this guy is more ornate, so it's okay if he has gold on the wings. It's fine. I was just like, oh no, I messed up, I goofed. Nope, we didn't goof. We didn't goof. It's supposed to be like this. A happy little accident. Yeah, that'll pop nicely. Thank you, chat, for supporting both of us. It means a lot. It really does. Okay. It's time for red. Red time. We've got Mephiston red. Also a very lovely color. Hmm. Okay. Oh, I gotta go back. Actually, hang on. Dang it, never mind. No red yet. I have to do the little tails on the wings. While I still have Retributor armor that's still good. I can be a little sloppy here because I'm gonna do the white after I do the wash. So if I get a little bit of gold on the wings now, it's not a big deal. I honestly think it might be 3 streams after this one. I still have to do some... What time is it? Oh my gosh. It's been almost 2 hours. I still need to do some basing on the other guy. Because he's in a different shade of gold, and I wanted to get all the Retributor armor gold done first. So I have to get his jump pack painted. I have to do only a couple things more for him, but... Still, there's some basing that still needs to be done before I get his wash done. Nope. So... Hello, nice model. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Go. Okay. That's done. Now we do the red. Now we do red. Tiny, 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 tiny drop of water. Not that big. Tinier, smaller. Okay. Second, guys, I will be with you in a moment while I get my paint. Go. Ready to go. Ha 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 ha. I'm funny. I'm funny. I'm very funny. Oh, okay. Are gonna use this brush. Look at how lovely that red is. Oh shoot, I just got red on the gold. Ugh. It was bound to happen, but I didn't want to happen so soon. Okay. this red. Now the backside, which is always annoying. This is when I wish I just painted it first before gluing it. Get it. We're gonna get it, chat. There we go. There we go. Oh man, I just got a big glob of red there. Ugh. Now I need the really skinny brush to get the red sections for these gems. To go back over that again. That up. Okay. Got a red gem. Ooh, that's probably the best I've ever done on a gem. Sorry, chat. Where's... Ugh. Gotta fill in some of these gaps here. My brush is being weird. It's like splitting. Well, no, I like you too much. Don't do that, please. I might need to break out another brush. Okay, you rest. I will use another brush for this part. Sorry guys, I'm gonna be off camera for a second while I get this section. Nice brush control, thanks. I'm trying real hard, brother. It's not easy. This little section is... But... I'm definitely have to go back over and fix some little section. There you go. Yeah, we'll have to go back over, but that's okay. To be expected. Yo, there's the red, the top there. Now the side. Dude, you're so talented. Love the content. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate you saying that. I'm glad you like the content, and that's high praise. I appreciate it. Wow. I'm just a guy. Yeah, I'm always expecting to go back over. Sometimes we play a nice game of back and forth where I fix it, but then I accidentally get that color on the color that I covered it. Oh, dude, you know what I'm talking about. You go back and forth and you're like, oh, I just cleaned it up, but now I have to go back again because I got the opposite color on the color that I just covered up with, and it's a terrible experience sometimes. But we're gonna wait until I go ahead and do the second coat. So once we're done with that, then we'll go back over it. I'm actually gonna need to prime a different pauldron. I had a pauldron set up for the other guy, but I don't like it as much because he's gonna have another pauldron. I don't think it'll look as good. I think I'm gonna steal a pauldron from a space wolf. It's a very generic space wolf marine, but he has a pauldron that has a little charm hanging off it that I think will look better than the one I currently pulled out. Wet. Is it wrong to paint before assembly? No, not necessarily. I painted my Bane blade before I assembled good chunks of it. Mainly because I wanted to do a marble pattern and I needed to airbrush it, thus I needed it to be... The specific thing I wanted to do needed to be done in sections, so I couldn't do it assembled. So no, you're not wrong. Some pieces it's certainly easier to do to assemble after, or assemble parts of it. Oh shoot, we have red parts on it. Okay. Mess that. Don't touch that. Little blood drop back here. Open up. Oh, the gut. Drop on it. Oh, well, I just smeared that all over. So much for good brush control. I just went, wah, too much paint. Are we painting Dante's teammates? In a way, these are Sanguinary Guard, yes. But they are specifically the Sanguinary Guard from a short story that one of my chatters wrote. They're basically my bodyguards. So they're all different in terms of like their armor and style. Yeah, you're right. They are more like Dante's predecessors because they're from, yeah, well, actually, I don't know what year this is in, actually. What do you undercoat your gold with? I just have white primer. Favorite Blood Angel successor chapter? I mean, I like the Blood Angels, but I like my custom chapter, the Radiant Suns. And we're doing a mini painting competition, so if you need to buy Space Marine minis or vehicles for the competition, go to Xepher Arcade if you're in the United States. They'll get you the hookup with discount code Aurelia. And if you're in Europe, I am also partnered with a different group, so check them out as well.
It is the Bane Blade!
Okay, let's see here. What do I need? Oh, I didn't do his little eye red here. Dude, that's like the best dot I've ever done in my life. You guys can't see it, but like on... Hang on. Let's see if I can get it good. Yeah, you guys can barely see it. On the eye of the servo skull, there's a perfect red dot. It's perfect. It's perfect. I have never, ever done so well in my life. That was amazing. I will never achieve that ever again. Yeah, that is normally what how it goes. Stay there. I want the lens. Excuse me. My brother in Christ. You need to... There we go. How do you keep the brush so pointy? Every once in a while, I wet it. And then this is my method for keeping it pointy. I spin it in my hands, and I slide my thumb and pointer finger up, and I spin it. And that's how I keep it pointy. So I do that with all my brushes, even the ones that are bigger. Spin, 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 spin. It's best when they're wet. Cause see, that didn't go as nicely. So just a really light spin, that's how I do it. I actually don't remember what era the Sanguinary Guard are from the short story. I don't remember, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna have to ask Kyber about it. The one who wrote the story, I should clarify. Hi, really? You're incredible to watch. One of my favorite ways to relieve stress at the hospital at work. Oh my goodness. Well, good job for working at the hospital. That's amazing. Thanks for being among the Emperor's finest. Well, thank you, Salvinus. Good luck with your shifts. I know hospital shifts are generally not short. So, you know, you're awesome, man. Keep up the good work. And I'm glad I can help relieve stress. Wow. Dang. I'm watching you paint these minis while chilling in bed looking up at my Warhammer 40k mini shelf. Yes, you gotta enjoy Glorious Sanguinius. He is the best. Good night, Odin. Have a very wonderful night. Oh. Let me take a quick sip here. Around 9 days straight of 11-hour days. Gotta love being short-staffed. Do you get overtime? Do you get overtime? I mean, I know overtime is sometimes like, it's okay sometimes, but getting paid overtime is... You get... Okay, at least you get paid overtime. The Emperor does not allow me overtime. Unfortunate, but true. I do not get overtime from the Emperor. That's not how that works. What color are the Radiant Sun's bikes? Whatever color you want to paint them as. They can be red, they can be gold, they can be white with a cool pattern on the side. Isn't overtime like a requirement? Not if you're salaried. Not if you're salaried. Wait, you get paid? The Emperor pays me. Mm-hmm. I'm a bit different from his normal, from his standard custodies, so I get special perks that my brethren wouldn't normally get. Why am I putting gold on this when I still need to do a second coat? Aurelia, that's dumb. Why would you do that? You still gotta do a second coat of red. We are salary, but if we go overtime, our manager does make sure we get overtime for extra hours. Good, good, good. Yeah, the Emperor doesn't do that for me. Let's just put it that way. Laughs and self-employed. Yeah, that's how it be. That's how it is if you're self-employed. It has its own benefits, but you know, sometimes you just got to do all the hours you have to, and that is what it is. That's what you sign up for when you're self-employed. But guess what? You can complain about your boss whenever you want. Get the second coat of red. Honestly, the first coat of red went on really nicely. I don't think I needed to do a second coat, at least for this section here. Probably could have gone without it, but better to have it nice and consistent. Aurelia, do the Radiant Suns have knee pad squad markings like the Blood Angels? Do we have any of the lore guys in here who wrote the primer? I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But also, guys, here's the thing. For the competition, I'm not gonna grade you on like, that's not accurate. The primer doesn't say that. So I'm gonna dock you points. I'm going off of vibes and like, I'm like, oh wow, that looks cool. Or I like what you did with the colors here. I'm not gonna be like, actually, I'm not gonna do that. Also, I'm gonna say this in advance. I am not the expert when it comes to the Radiant Suns. You're better off putting your questions in the either the mini painting channel or the Aurelia lore channel in the Discord. Those guys there, they'll see your questions and they'll be more than happy to answer them. They're the ones that had all of these good thoughts. As someone who has a government job, hours or whatever Uncle Sam wants. See, that's what it's like with the Emperor. Whatever hours the Emperor wants, that's what he's getting. I guess you can I could technically say as a custodian, I am a government worker. Or I'm private security. You take your pick on which one it is. Salvinus, I know you're probably working right now. There is a primer that has more information on how the chapter interacts with other chapters. But generally the relations are pretty good. Partially because we have a very friendly librarius that helps with divinations for other chapters whenever they have issues. And I think for the most part, as long as they're not too suspicious of outsiders, generally, the Radiant Sons are very, I say, pretty friendly. I think I'm accurate in saying that. We were reading the primer yesterday. Oh yeah, if you want a good stream to listen to, I read the, at least half of the primer yesterday for the VOD. So you should check that out. You have me on my off day, currently working on a 3rd unit of head takers. Nice! Well, there is a VOD that has me reading part of the primer if you want to listen. I give my own commentary, so it's not a straight reading. It's kind of all over the place, but if you listen to that, you'll at least get half of it. We'll probably read the other half next week, because my voice needed a break, because I read about 15,000 words. My eyes hurt after that. I was like, oh, my eyeballs. Oh. First time chatter, but saw your live painting guards, and I've been painting my first mini set at the moment, which are Sanguinary Guards. Ah, twinsies! Look at us! Look at us! Sanguinary Guards are so cool, aren't they? It would be cool to get my hands on the old models. This was fortuitous. The Emperor clearly intended for you to come on Twitch and look at the stream. You were meant to be here, brother. You're meant to be here, brother. Don't ask the Radiant Sons about the Black Rage. Yeah, they'll be like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Black Rage, what do you mean? You mean Black Page? Oh, yeah. But yeah, I know we've been talking a little bit about the Radiant Sons, but for those of you who weren't on stream yesterday, we're doing a mini painting competition. So it's like basically a Space Marines Radiant Sons mini painting competition. Paint your Radiant Sons, make them beautiful, and then I will judge them. The winner for each category, we have 3 categories. We have a single miniature, a large miniature category, and then a kill team category. The winner of each section gets a $50 Amazon gift card, and Best in Show, which can be any of the first place ones, gets a Land Raider. I'm going to be sending them the Land Raider mini. That, I mean, I hope they paint it Radiant Sons, but they obviously don't have to. I think we got all the red in the second coat. Did I get the teardrop again? We'll get it again. I think I did, but you know, doesn't hurt to do it twice. What is the Land Raider? Here, let me grab the box. 1 second. Okay, I lied. I'm not grabbing the Land Raider because I don't know where the box is. I think I hid it. It's hiding underneath my other stuff. But I'll pull up a picture. It's a transport vehicle. Land Raider, armored transport. Here we are. One moment. There you go. Land Raider. About 3 months ago, I found a set of guard at the game store. They were missing their wings, so I replaced them with the Lego Chima wings? Like Chimera? I saw your message on YouTube. I was going to ask you about that. How did those, like, mesh very well? Did those like, did it look like consistent? Yeah, the Land Raider's camouflaged right now. I found it for like a really good deal. So I was like, you know what? This is a perfect prize for Space Marine painting competition. Even though I'm in the middle of building stuff for my own army, I just stopped to build a mini for the contest just for fun. Yeah, why not? Sometimes you need a little break. You need a little break and you gotta do something different. I totally get that. Like, I should be working on my Custodes army. But here I am working on my Blood Angels. My Sanguinary Guard. I don't even have a Blood Angels army. I just have these guys. So it's like even worse. Nothing wrong with taking a little break. But the thing is, I've been taking lots of breaks. I painted the Lion, I painted my Knight, I painted a Lehman Russ. I'm dragging my feet when it comes to the Custodes. Except, you know, if I get the Dreadnought from Xepher Arcade here very soon, then I'll be back to working on my Custodes army. Why don't you paint them as Radiant Suns? My Custodes? Or are you talking about my Sanguinary Guard? Because the Sanguinary Guard, I'm painting them to match characters from a short story that one of my chatters wrote. And I just think it's cool. Yes, gold gloves. Ooh. What do I need to do here? I need to go back over some things in gold. Do you have any paint left? It dried up. Get a tiny drop and, like, revitalize some of it? Let's see. Yes, they're turning out very nice. Hope they continue to do so. Oh, I just need a tiny bit more paint to touch up some stuff. Man, the air is just sucking all the life out of my wet palette. Even though it's very wet, the paint is just... it's drying so fast. The plasma pistol is my favorite part. I love this plasma pistol. This was a special... that wasn't part of the kit. I ordered it. Well, Last Hope Miniatures, they sent it to me. Because I wanted to get some heads. Oh yeah, we haven't even done the heads. I need to prime them and then put them on a stick. Well, I need to put them on a stick and then prime them. Because I'm not gonna glue them until last minute. One of them I've got to do, like, green stuff hair for, so... oh yeah. Oh, I just did that. What am I doing? What are you doing, Aurelia? Okay, I've got to do the little gold here. Get out of my... we got to touch up some of the sections that I accidentally covered with red. Yeah, we're gonna need... I'm hoping only 2 more streams, but I'm wondering if it's gonna be 3. They will be done by the end of August, I think. Don't. Ugh. You guys couldn't even really see what I was doing. It was so small. Use an ice tray with tin foil for a water pallet that will last longer than a regular one? Really? Interesting. I would not have guessed that. We love it when you find little angles on your mini that don't have paint and you're like, dang it, I gotta paint that now. I gotta fix that. Like, oh no. Like, there's no paint there. That's a problem. Why did I turn the mini? Why did I do that? Now I gotta paint this area. Okay. Alright, you gotta lean in for this one. I'm stripping my AOD kill time. AOD. AOD. Am I... What's AOD? I'm so sorry. AOD kill team. I'm drawing a blank. Because the first thing I think of is Dark Angels, but it's like Angels of Darkness. I'm like, that's not right. Oh, 5 Matt, thank you so much. I'm glad you like my short. Angels of Death. Angels of Death? No, but he's... Are you saying AOS? Oh, Angels of Death, the Astartes kill team. Okay, got it. I don't have any of the kill team stuff. I was just like... I thought he was referencing like a Legion or something, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Got it, got it. Okay, I understand. Sorry, thank you for clarifying. Do the thing here. Sorry, I gotta get up close on this. It's definitely off the screen. Ugh. Wow, it's probably the best I've done details on a pauldron in a hot minute. That's... Alright, we're gonna put that down. I'm not gonna touch that anymore. That's banger. That turned out really nice. I am quite pleased with that. Wow, okay. Holy cow, time flies. Ugh. Dude. Gonna strip my old Blood Angel Terminators to make them Atalantean spears. Ooh. Atlantean, not Atalantean. That's dumb. Ooh, and your Kitbash Lamarties, because I need the chalice I gave him and his death mask. Bye! Gotta steal. You're stripping him for parts. Did I get all the sections that have red on them? I did. Tiny little... little side piece. There's a little lip here on this pauldron that I accidentally painted it red. Fix that. I mean, it's not a big deal. Only I would really notice it, but you know, while we're here, might as well. Okay. Whew. Alright, time to do some black, I think. Get some black in here. Did I open this? I did. But did I use... Oh, that's right, I used this. What's a power axe? What about my power axe? I'm confused. Oh, the axe is gonna be gray with a tinge of blue. Your axe or my axe? Oh, I should make this gold. More gold! We're back to the gold mines. Haha. Do I have enough? Do I have enough? I don't think I do. I have barely any gold. Just keeps drying up. The palette is so thirsty. Alright, guess we're busting out more gold. I was just talking about the color, like the blade. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the blade's probably gonna be closer to what you said. But I just realized I needed to also paint the little bits gold. And I should do it now while I'm thinking about it. Instead of later where I'm like, oh no, I have to bust out more gold. Because I want to be done with Retributor armor after this stream. I don't want to have to add it, like do anything more with it unless it's like a touch-up. I want to be done doing all the gold. What gold are you using? The coverage looks great. Every time I use gold, it's a pain. Retributor Armor Gold. My favorite shade of gold ever. I use it all the time now. So I think I just have a good eye for how much I need to water it down. Sometimes I mess up and I have to add more gold. Like I make it a little too watery. But I think I just have a really good eye for how much I need, because I rarely have an issue with it. I think I had someone comments like, oh man, like, you're gonna need to do a second coat, and then I came around to do a second coat, because I was gonna do it anyways, and they're like, actually, like, that came out really well, like, I stand corrected, like, you don't need to do a second coat if you don't want to. I was like, oh, I'll just do it anyways, might as well make it consistent, but I've just gotten kind of good at it, I guess. I work with it all the time because I do custodies. So, and I just like that gold in general. It's just such a pretty one. You know, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm gonna toot it. That part is gold. I could go ahead and do these gold bits, but I'm just gonna do them at the end, and I'll probably do just like a brighter shade. I won't use Retributor armor for it. When you water stuff down, as dumb as it sounds, do you use water? Yep, I do. Yep. Thin your paints generally is with water, but you could also use a contrast medium. I use water because it's free for the most part. Obviously, I have a water bill to pay, but it's not suffering because I fill my little pot every week. But yeah, you just get a tiny, tiny, tiny dollop of water. And, like, you can have, like, a drop here. I'll show you guys here. Let me put it in a better spot. So there's the water drop. And that's kind of large, one of the things that I do is I'll like take my brush and I'll like spread it out, so I'll make it long, and then I'll siphon off the water that way. So I'm like, oh, I only want like this much water. I'll like take my finger and I'll swipe it so the water doesn't connect, because an issue is if you try to pull the water droplet and you don't cut it off where you want, the water will sometimes just insert itself into your paint, and then now you have too much water. Yeah. Oh, yes, that's a great clarification. Acrylics are water-based and can be thinned with water. Oil paints need other stuff. Great clarification. Yeah, my finger is rubbing off on the boot a little bit. Not surprising. Patch that up. If there's any spots I missed. Guys, a lot of. There we go. Yay. Ugh. I had to go last time before you answered, but have you thought about a Saint Celestine conversion for your avatar proxy? I actually have my own mini, so you could do that. That would probably work just fine, but I have my own miniature that I would use personally. But that's just me. That's just me. Let me think. Do we have time to do some black? Yeah, I could be quick. The black can be fast. I don't need to do it really quickly. I don't need to do it slowly. I can be pretty quick with the black. Just need a little bit. Abaddon black. But I also have another black that I use. Oh, actually. Hello. Hello, Jat. Good to see you. I've seen you all over YouTube Shorts, but it's the first time I've seen one of your streams. Well, welcome in. We're working on some minis. I don't just talk Warhammer. I paint the Warhammers. Have a good time with that. I'm gonna need to replace my glove. I'm starting to rub off on this white rock here. But yeah, good to have you in for the first time. I hope your day is going well. Oh, yeah, you guys can't see that. Hang on. Okay. Do. Black set. Yeah, I'll have to do more touch-up with the Retributor. I forgot that I had these black sections, which I'll need to go back over with the gold to make sure I cover up all my mistakes. Sorry guys, I'm not being very chatty at the moment. Some extra stuff in here that I need to get in with the gold underneath his leg here. Well. Need my brush. Am I a Femstodes? Yeah, I guess for sanguineous. Yeah, I guess that would be accurate. I'm not gonna... You know, that's accurate. I'm not really gonna fight that there. Brush just got clumpy. Wish I hadn't glued this pauldron on. Because this little section here should probably be black, but I can't reach it. Can't reach it. Kind of getting there. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna... I wish I hadn't gone over things with the gold yet, because I'm definitely gonna need to do more. But that's okay. You learn. We're learning here. This arm is not the same as your standard Sanguinary Guard, so we're kind of expanding the section where the black probably would be, even though the lines are not the same. Nice decision on the Judicator's wings. I too have 3 Sanguinary Guards of those wings. Nice. The way to do it. It's the way to do it. We got robbed of beautiful wings. This is the only way to do them, in my opinion. Obviously, you don't have this, but in order to capture their fabulous glory, these wings, you know, they're perfect. Unfortunately, it requires you to buy a secondary kit. Xepher Arcade, the sponsor for this stream, was kind enough to send me both kits. I was gonna paint a dreadnought, and then they were all out of the plastic dreadnought, and I was like, hey guys, I'm like, hear me out. What if I did a kit bash and you sent me both of these kits? And he said yes, and I was like, what, really? And he's like, yep, I'll send them to you right away. I'm like, oh, cool, bro, sweet. Here we are. So if you need minis, you're in the United States, go check out Xepher Arcade. They're really nice and cool people. And they send me cool minis, so, you know, use code Aurelia. Use code Aurelia to get your minis from them. I'm gonna finish this little black section here. We'll call it... This is mostly done, but I don't want to mix up a brown at the moment, only for it to dry out before we get to it next week. this. Man, the paint is like getting really dry. So it's getting clumpy and harder for me to paint. I'm just like, oh no, please, I just want to finish this. But my brush is getting all clumpy. Ah, now it's too wet. Dang it. Dang it. I spoiled the coolest VTubers. Thank you. Oh, it's doing it again, chat. It hasn't caught up yet. This is so weird. I wonder if it's a Wi-Fi issue? Because the thing that I find interesting is that it saved all the tracking information, which makes me think it's the phone to the computer problem. I'm gonna have to look into this. I've never had this issue. That's just really weird to me. All right, chat, we're gonna do a crime. And we are going to apply the black straight to the mini, no watering down. Forgive me, Big E, for I am making a decision in terms of, like, you know, I want to do it quickly. One second, I'm just gonna look at this a little closer since I'm applying like the paint directly and I don't want it to get on anything else. But yes, Zephyr Arcade, thank you for spoiling me. I appreciate it. Thank you for spoiling me. I am very lucky and I hope you enjoy our partnership. I imagine you do, considering the emails I get when people place orders. So I imagine you're very happy with the situation. Not thinning paint. Yeah, it's only for this tiny section because it's a really tiny section, so it's okay if it's a little thicker there. Next, you'll only do one coat. Well, if I get the shade of gold right, I usually only do one coat, but I try to do 2 coats. There, see? It's not too bad. It's fine. It's fine. Perfect, perfect. Help suffering from success? Yes. Yes. Yeah, I won't do the black on the gun now because I'm not gonna risk it. Ooh, my eyeballs. Okay. Here is what we accomplished today, gentlemen. Gentlemen. We got these bad boys, we got these bad boys painted. I need to go over this in gold again. But at least the base coat and a little bit of that red gem, they don't need as much extra detail. We're gonna go back and do the black later and the vents probably next week and then do the wash. Next time we're using liquid green stuff because these turned out not as nicely as I would have liked, but you know, here we are. And we got most of this bad boy done. We just have to do the rest of his gun, his belt, which is like a brown. But most, like, other than that, he's pretty much good. So we just gotta put the brown on. When we do the wash, that'll be... Like, the wash is probably next stream. And while the wash happens, we'll work on the wings, because we also got 2 sets of the wings painted, all in the Retributor Gold. We didn't do the third one because that's in Skull Crusher Brass. So I just didn't want to worry about doing another gold unless we had time to do it today. So we got quite a bit done. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with how this this session went. So next time we'll start working on the other guy. We'll get his jump pack taken care of. We'll hopefully we'll work on his pauldrons. Yeah, we made some good progress today. Ugh. If you didn't gold plate your minis with the electrode solution, did you really try? I would like to. I would like to do that. It just requires upfront monies. I think it'd be fun to do it at least once. But, yeah. Okay, let's see. There's an ad break right now. We'll swap over though. We'll chat a tiny bit and see if we can find anyone we want to raid. If not, Dawn of War is tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Ooh. My neck. Oh, I gotta do the stretch. Oh, I did not drink enough water. You should finish your Sanguinary Guard into a jump captain. That sounds great. You should finish that. Let this be inspiration that you should finish him. Finish the boy. I gotta figure out what's wrong with the phone. I wonder if the phone got too warm? No? I mean, it's warm, but like not abnormally warm. I'll have to look into that. No idea where he is. Aw, that's a shame. You should go find him. Also, the Cog Fort is dominating my paint area. The Cog Fort. We love the Cog Fort. Oh, yeah. Cameras, everything's being weird. There is scuff abounds. I'm cursed in some ways, but you know, it is what it is. You can't always avoid it. So computer's even giving me grief today. You know what? I think we'll just skip the raid today. I'm feeling a little eepy. Tomorrow, we have a stream at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Okay? We're playing Dawn of War 2. We're going to continue the campaign. We're continuing the campaign. We'll see how far it goes. But yeah, later than we normally do on a Saturday. I'm sorry for that. Sorry all you European people. I try to have at least one European-friendly stream a week. It didn't happen. Sorry. Tracking is also being weird. Anyways, I apologize, and then no stream Sunday. So, unfortunately, it is what it is today. It is what it is. I'm tired. Anyways, chat. The most important thing I can impart to you, not really, is don't skip leg day, okay? Don't be built like a triangle. Don't. Just get your legs nice, locked and loaded. Get those thunder thighs. Don't skip leg day, okay? Don't do it. I'll see you tomorrow.